A Designer blew his biggest chance. Let's check it out.
Of 18, Desiigner dethroned Rihanna and Drake for the #1 song in the entire world. This now 8-time platinum hit Panda would also quickly lead to a
Panda. This song, it might have blew up, but it didn't blow up for me, guys. I didn't like go out and listen to it a bunch. I probably went out and listened to the other song more.
record deal with his idol.
Did you guys grow up listening to this song? Let me know in the comments below. I can see it's a little bit catchy. I can see how you somebody would, but
Kanye West changing.
I do remember it, guys. It was everywhere. It was always on the school bus, bro. That's how you know it's a big song, guys. If they can make it onto the good old school bus, then your career is set at that point.
Designer's life forever. However, as we're about to see, changing it very negatively. Despite what seemed like such a promising career, today we
bro, this guy got a new editor it seems here, guys. Look at it.
Honestly never hear about Desiigner anymore. Well, besides his recent viral airplane incident where he, quote, showed his magic stick to the flight attendants in a story so ridiculous it's almost hard to believe. But looking back, what actually caused Designer's historic downfall? Is Kanye West really the one to blame, or is he simply just another one-hit wonder? The truth is much deeper than it appears.
You know, I was going through like a little mental thing. I was coming up out of high school. My pops was in a coma. This version of me is done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.
Sheesh, guys. I thought it looks like he wants to be a social media personality and a producer. I think he's a producer. He might be an artist. I can't tell. Wait, he went on Nardwuar? That's like the biggest. Okay, I know why. He's the dude who made that song. Of course he's gonna be on Nardwuar.
You already know what I want.
Bro, if you make it on Nardwuar, you're already a celebrity at this point. Dang it.
One thing Designer is definitely known for is his unique ad-libs, which he actually tried for the first time ever on Panda. The idea for—
Dang, bro. First time he tries it, it reaches international success. That's one way to start your career. We'll take it.
This iconic single came while crashing cars on GTA. Inspired by the white BMW X6, which colors resemble that of a panda, and then paired with a $200 Meek Mill type beat his friend found on YouTube, 18-year-old Brooklyn rapper Desiigner was set to release one of the biggest songs of the year.
I've never been to Atlanta. I've never seen Atlanta. I've never smelled Atlanta.
Despite the opening bar, Desiigner had never been to Atlanta.
I don't think he blew his chance here, guys. I think he capitalized on the chance. He titled it a little wrong
Prior to recording the song, but according to him, the lyrics still true. I met this girl on Facebook who said she was from Atlanta, so I was like, alright, bet, I got broads in Atlanta. As only the second song posted on his SoundCloud back in December of
song, like, single-handedly, seemingly putting the city on the map.
2015, it wasn't long before Panda began raking in millions of organic streams. Basically off word of mouth, the song was spreading like crazy, and Desiigner immediately knew he had something special.
I was in the elevator, and then everybody was like, they looked at me. They're like, yo, you're #1. You feel me? I'm #1 on SoundCloud. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, cool.
However, as we'll see
Dang, bro.
in a second, getting a hit song this big and this early in an artist's career is honestly a gift, but also a major curse.
Hey, it wasn't a curse for Justin, right, guys? Justin didn't really have like a major like fallout.
With Desiigner getting thrown into the mumble rap.
Honestly, I don't know if this guy having any major fallouts either, guys. So what's his biggest? How did he blow it, guys? How did he mess up?
Conversation came the many undeniable comparisons to another rapper, Future, which, thanks to his deep voice and triplet flow—
Oh, come on now. Comparing it to Future, bro? No, it's unfair, bro. Future had another, like, super cool, like, upcoming, guys.
Again, they definitely did sound very similar. They say I sound
think Future had bad publicity yet.
like Future, but
we don't want him to have— oh my gosh.
Tell them no.
His necklace is shiny, guys.
I am the Future. Big ups to Future.
Oh snap, bro. Taking shots at Future. Were they going at it back then? Right now, do each other.
Makes beautiful music too, Desiigner told Complex. I'm not a hater or a critic, I actually like his music. Although I think it's safe to say that Future didn't feel the same way.
His right side, y'all must be Desiigner fans or Sierra fans or some shit.
Same, bro. Didn't even take a single he decided to cover all the bases with the dissing here, guys.
Regardless though, all of this would only help the song continue to blow up more and more every single day. There was simply no escaping Panda in 2016. However, while now looking back, you could argue that he did do more harm than good. It wasn't until another artist stepped in and helped carry Panda to
that totally looks like Kanye.
#1 song in the world, Kanye West.
We got it right. Let's go, let's go.
At this time in 2016, Kanye was gearing up to drop his 7th studio album while also building his own record label, Good Music. Something he'd soon go on to call, quote, the worst mistake of his career. But as Desiigner continued to take the internet by storm, his smash hit eventually caught the ear of Kanye, who instantly heard the potential. And despite, as Desiigner claims, an 11-label bidding war to sign him, all it took was one phone call from Kanye for his mind to be made.
Everything kind of like blacked out. Once I heard him saying he called, I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm like, word, because I'm so moving in like the moment.
Damn, bro. I would as well, bro, if my idol called me, bro. It's like he's letting you up to that. He's letting you up to the level of success just by calling you guys.
I just been through like 11 labels. It's late at night too, so I'm like, yo, I bet.
The two would first meet outside the LA airport after Kanye flew him out.
Dang, bro, these labels going overtime to get the proper, like, artists and stuff, guys. It's all out of the public eye.
To pitch an idea. That idea being to use Desiigner's verses from Panda on The Life of Pablo. He played part 2 for me in the car at LAX in front of the paparazzi. We was vibing to it and he was like, yo, you f with that? I didn't have to go in and do more takes or nothing, he just took my song. I was like, hell yeah, Yeezy, I love it.
I met him at the airport, actually.
You gotta refer him as Yeezy as well, man. Oh, that's a dream and a half right there, guys.
And the way he was just dancing to the music, I was like, this man, it's just pure feeling, energy, artistry, melody.
It was then officially announced at the iconic Yeezy Season 3 fashion show and listening party in February of 2016 that Desiigner had signed to Kanye's record label Good Music.
Totally forgot listening parties were a thing, guys.
In partnership with Def Jam. They're definitely a great camp, said Desiigner of Kanye's team. The way they move at Good Music is strong and they stay united.
A few moments later.
Oh gosh.
We would then see Desiigner featured on 2
It seems like every artist is taking that sort of stance on labels, man. Even Kanye's label.
tracks off Kanye's chart-topping new album. Desiigner's signature ad-libs landed him a feature on Good Music's star-studded single, Champions.
Even Kanye's label?
So the Panda music video would finally drop with a cameo from Kanye himself. There was also a 15-minute Panda remix featuring verses from every Good Music artist, but as you'll notice the common theme forming here, it was announced by Kanye but then never happened.
And then also we're going to do a version of that song, which we have not titled yet. That's going to be like a 12, 15-minute version with every single Good Music artist on it.
All of this new attention, though, would help push Panda to the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100, 3 years before Future ever got his first #1, knocking off Drake and Rihanna's work, which had previously held the top spot for 9 weeks straight.
Yeah, definitely. The #1 song for the high schoolers. It's gonna... I remember it so much, bro. Just thinking about it, like, ringing my ears, bro. I remember him saying Panda for whatever reason, guys.
Straight.
I didn't even know the billboards, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what none of that meant, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, for me to
It
stay
means successfulness, right, guys?
here, like, yesterday, yo, your song, #1, all right? I'm like, how big is it? You know what I'm saying? I'm asking, how big is it?
He doesn't know how Billboard won. Oh my gosh.
But the year of 2016 just kept getting better and better for Desiigner, who, by the way, was still a high schooler.
Oh, cool. Oh my gosh, bro.
Following the success
Wow, bro. Talk about walking into fame.
of his Grammy-nominated Panda, Desiigner was named to the legendary 2016 XXL Freshman list, alongside stars such as Lil Uzi Vert, 21 Savage,
Making it there, like, before you're 18, bro. What? Lucky guy.
Savage and Lil Yachty to name a few. However, it was his polarizing freestyle which would not only instantly go viral, but also become the most viewed freestyle to date on XXL.
Timmy Turner, he was wishing for a burner.
Defying all expectations, this unique a cappella performance was met with very mixed reviews. Some like me loved it, while others thought it was a legit joke. But in an effort to capitalize on the massive hype, Desiigner would then release his highly anticipated follow-up single in June of 2016, as a full studio version of his XXL freestyle and
Looks like he's enjoying himself on the stage there, guys.
handled by the GOAT.
Good to see him do his from that high school to performing on stages pretty quickly, guys. Wow.
Mike Dean. Believe it or not, that Fire Timmy Turner melody was actually inspired by an app on his phone.
You know, some FX video editor app, you know what I mean, that we used to have on our phones. The loading screen, bro, of the app, bro, had this melody. And every time I'd be on it, I was like, Timmy Turner, you wishing for a burner.
Along with Kanye then laying a verse on the Timmy Turner remix, Desiigner would also drop his debut mixtape New English in 2016, including the previously released...
When Kanye likes working with you, it's gonna be like easy fun, quick and easy, bro. People that have been doing it for like their whole life are gonna be jealous of you.
Panda and Zombie Walk. The following year, 2017, saw him put out a string of solid singles such as Outlet, Up, and Life with Gucci Mane, as well as also a single with BTS and Steve Aoki. Not one of these came close to the hype of Panda, although that wasn't too surprising. However, it was 2018 when Desiigner got the first sign that he may have made the wrong decision. Despite announcing he was planning to drop 2 albums that year, all we would hear was a short EP titled LOD, which again kinda flopped. Now, you're probably thinking Desiigner had his breakout single go #1 on the charts. He signed a record deal with one of the biggest artists out, Kanye West, and then he was named a 2016 XXL freshman. How did he mess all of that up?
No. Guys, is it gonna be substances? It might be.
Well, as we're about to see, things went downhill very fast.
I signed to Kanye West, the biggest nigga. That nigga still in the world. Y'all niggas think he's the genius. I think all that nigga shit. Well, to me, that nigga's crazy, nigga.
Free me from this label. Desiigner tweeted after claiming that his label wasn't promoting him or letting him drop music. Desiigner noticed that neither his label mates nor
Why do all the labels do this, guys? Every single one. What's going on here, guys? Like they're trying to get him angry so they can post on social media about it, guys. 100%. That's their business plan. 100%.
nor Kanye himself for sharing his new mixtape like he'd done for the other Good Music EPs that same summer. I'm the new artist on the roster and I wasn't seeing anyone from my camp reposting my songs. I knew something was off. It was clear that Desiigner was frustrated with how he was being managed and in his eyes held back. However, the problem was he couldn't even get in touch with Kanye.
I try to get in contact with Kanye. It'd be a million times hard to get in contact with him. I just be like, you know what I mean? I never signed for this, up for that.
That's why I signed to Kanye. I wanted to be in there like, yo bro, here's what I've been putting together. There's records with Rick Ross and Pharrell, let me hear some pointers and get some advice from the OG, but I feel like I wasn't getting that at all. I was hitting my attorneys and they weren't able to contact him either. As time went on, it became pretty obvious.
And you're making him look small here, guys. He's like, oh gosh, bro, I didn't even know Kanye had a label in the first place, guys. Did you? Let me know in the comments below.
Obvious that Kanye basically signed Desiigner to just use Panda on his album and then kind of forgot about it. Something we've definitely seen other good music artists also complain about too.
It was more like, Desiigner, you give me music, I jump on it, and when I need my situation done, nobody's there to answer for it. You know what I mean? It was just like, what the f***?
Although it would be one of the hardest things in the world to turn down an offer from Kanye West, I actually just made an entire video about the dangers of signing to another rapper, especially one as indecisive as Kanye. Running a record label was the biggest mistake I ever
Snap, didn't watch this video essay on it, guys. Never knew.
made. Kanye told Billboard, Desiigner knew he had to escape.
I didn't really get to speak to Kanye as much and shit.
Maybe I should make a label so I can get the money.
And then he wound up going Christian route and then the Trump route and shit. I'm just like, I just gotta
Trump
get my
route.
situation right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely becoming a lot less of somebody that's working behind the scenes.
Desiigner was finally released from
I
Good
think
Music
Kanye likes working the way he was working, guys.
in November of 2019, however the damage had already been done. His hype had significantly died down and fans seemed to care less about him by the day. Then despite plans to try and reignite his independent career, then came 2020 and
Yeah, bro, I never heard of this guy after the song, guys. Don't know what he's doing.
pandemic, putting an abrupt stop to everything. And on top of it all, just to make matters even worse, at the time
It's everybody's blanket, like, reason. why they're down bad during that era, guys. Just say it was because of COVID.
Desiigner's dad fell into a coma.
And that's
Oh,
what
man.
kind of threw me off with this
Okay,
shit.
now that's a legitimate reason, guys.
It's because, you know, I was going through like a little mental thing. I was coming up out of high school. My pops just went in a coma. I was just like, you know what I mean? Like, I was having a great time, but I just knew something at home was happening. You know what I'm saying?
Desiigner has been really struggling with both his career and also his mental health these past few years, as it seemed like he truly couldn't catch a break. However, that still doesn't excuse what happened next. I didn't get much cootie and was brick hard when I got
Dang,
on
I
the
didn't even know it was this guy who did it. Wow.
plane, was the response that Desiigner told the FBI once his flight landed. According to the official
Got questioned by the FBI, guys.
David here, on the night of April 17th, 2023, Desiigner, quote, obscenely and indecently exposed his genitals and started masturbating in a public place. More specifically, that public place was while sitting first class on an international Delta flight home from Japan. About 60 to 90 minutes after takeoff, Flight Attendant 1 noticed Designer's was out of his sweatpants. She told them no. About 5 minutes later, they noticed it out again and he was beating off. They told him he was going to be arrested. A short time later, they saw it out a third time and ordered him to the back of the plane. When Desiigner stood up to move seats, a jar of Vaseline dropped in the aisle.
Oh
I
my
saw a real
goodness.
great beautiful lady and I just kind of showed her my, magic stick. I thought I was giving her encouragement to keep pushing, you know what I mean? To keep striving for it.
Where he didn't really get much cootie. As a result,
Oh my gosh, bro.
he said he was brick hard when he got on the plane.
Like I said, it's such a ridiculous story, but by no means does that make it cool at all. Once they landed, Desiigner apologized to the flight crew and authorities stated that he did not appear impaired or under the influence. And despite a lot of false reports, according to People magazine, Desiigner was not forced to register as a sex offender, which is honestly huge for any bit of hope he has left for a music career.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I thought he was gonna go down. They didn't even press charges. That's giga good for him, guys. Because you know how Japan can, like, you know, really put their boot under him, guys.
Although he was charged with 1 count of indecent exposure and sentenced to 2 years of probation, which is by no means a good look either. For the past few months I have not been okay, and I've been struggling to come to terms with what's going on. While overseas for a concert, I had to be admitted into a hospital and was not thinking clearly. They gave me meds and I had to hop on a plane home. I am ashamed of my actions that happened on that plane. I am admitting myself into a facility and will be canceling any obligations until further notice. Mental health is real, guys. Please pray for me. The truth is, at this point, Desiigner needs to be prioritizing his mental health over his music career. Honestly, nobody in their right mind
Yeah, it looks like he's just enjoying his time and probably just doing some business. And I don't know, guys.
would do something
Didn't land any, you know what, in Japan, it seems.
so senseless like he did and whip it out with some Vaseline on an airplane, especially someone who had something to lose, as this has basically put a nail in his career, along with other instances too,
Damn, bro, he was on a clean slate until then, guys.
such as his multiple breakdowns on Instagram Live or throwing punches at fans at his show. It was clear that Desiigner needed some help, which it seems he is finally getting, as we just saw from his battle with Good Music and Kanye West while dealing with his father in a coma. In addition to also losing 2 of his close rapper friends, Takeoff and PNB Rock, Desiigner has been through a lot these past few years.
Why? Why? Why do we do this? Why do we do this? This version of me is done. It's done. It's done.
Well, let's hope he gets the help he deserves, guys.
It's done. It's done. It's done. I took Takeoff, bro. It's done.
That was Desiigner claiming he was quitting rap following the news of Takeoff's murder. However, he would return a few months later with a new single. As of today, Designer's just been continuing to release singles every few months under his own label, LOD Records, but nothing has stuck at all. He even tried regaining any bit of hype he could with Timmy Turner 2 to little success. His last project was that mixtape now over 5 years ago, which that in itself is a big factor too in his decline. He hasn't dropped a debut album, with still over 4 million
Oh, yeah, for sure, it'll get, like, publicity, man.
monthly
But
listeners though,
he's just making bank off this Panda stuff.
and with Panda over a
One-hit
billion
wonder, bro, and set for life. Not bad.
streams on Spotify alone. As I've said for some of these other quote one-hit wonders I've covered, such as Sheck Wes or CJ, a hit song that massive can literally set you up for life if you manage your money well. Not to mention countless artists work their entire lives and still never come close to the success of Panda. I honestly wouldn't even call Desiigner a one-hit wonder either, considering the fact he has 3 other platinum records. People tend to forget exactly how big Timmy Turner was too. Well, there's no doubt the industry did Desiigner dirty, and it definitely didn't help that he was 18 years old with no experience and blew up in a matter of days. You just gotta wonder where Desiigner would be if he hadn't signed to Kanye and instead went with one of those other 11 labels.
It was fun, but then it started to cause anxiety. I was young. I never
Hey, you
was
still got it.
taught not to keep your emotions out the game. Many people made it, bro.
Alright guys, like, comment, subscribe, press the join button. Check out 1111 in the description. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out. Pretty wild. Excuse me. Later, guys. Got a lot of work to do. Apologize I haven't uploaded for like 2 days.